he has a gun in the back seat. The officer cautiously approached the vehicle again, arrested the man, and sure enough, found a gun in the back of the car. After this, the female officer was nowhere to be found. It turns out the man he arrested was wanted for murdering a female police officer years before.
Here is the most haunted song ever made. And yes, I said that right, a haunted song. This song has been responsible for countless suicides. This song was also banned in England. Even the creator of this song killed himself. And the way he died is not a normal suicide. He jumped out of a window, survived, went to the hospital, and then killed himself with a wire. He did not want to be alive. The title of this song is called Gloomy Sunday. So take a guess what I'm going to be doing today. I'm about to bump some Gloomy Sunday. If you don't want to hear it, just click off the video. But if you're like me and you want to hear what this song actually sounded like, let's do it. Okay, I'm on the song and apparently 10.4 million people have listened to it. The song sucks. It's just not a good song.
This is how, for a group of college students, the game Among Us turned deadly. One night, Blair was playing with his friends through video call. Brayden, Allie, Jenny, and David. His screen flashed. Crewmate, there is one imposter among us. A few seconds later, they all heard Allie gasp through their video call and say, "No, no, get away from me." But her character was still standing there, not dead, as if she was just away from the keyboard. After a while of not responding, Jenny goes to check on her. But as Jenny walked into her room, she found Allie on the ground, surrounded by a pool of blood. Then her computer screen flashes. Dead body reported. At this time, Blair picks up the phone to call the police, but when he hears footsteps coming closer to his room, he opens the door to find Brayden in the common room holding a knife in one hand and a computer in the other. Blair shuts the door, opens the window to try to climb out, but he catches a glimpse on his computer screen one last time. Dead body reported, with an image of his character.
If you've heard of the movie Megan is Missing, you're gonna want to hear this story. So this movie is based off a real story of a man named Ward Weaver. So Ward Weaver grew up in Portland, Oregon, and he turned out to be The movie Megan is Missing is based on the time that two girls and them and some met in his backyard. My parents lived in Oregon their whole life until they had kids, and they were always buying houses and flipping them. So they were constantly looking for new houses to buy. So my parents found this one house in northern Portland that they thought was a pretty nice house and it was pretty cheap. So they decided to go check it out. So after the realtor showed my parents this house, they decided to buy it. After the first few days of them trying to flip this house, they noticed some really weird things starting to happen. There were lights that were randomly flashing and doors that would randomly close. Then they hear a knock on the door. I'm sorry, but come back for part 2.
This is a Dybbuk. You might recognize it from this video that surfaced in 2018 of Post Malone touching it inside of Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, and most of us know that didn't end well.
But what is a Dybbuk, and why is it considered the most haunted item in the world? The Dybbuk is a wine box that was purchased in 2001 by an American man at an estate sale in Spain. When the man learned that the item was a family heirloom, he offered to return it to the family, but they insisted that he keep it. The box was purchased by the family's grandmother after the Holocaust had ended, but it sat unopened inside of her sewing room because the grandmother was convinced a Dybbuk was inside of it. Dybbuk is a demon that has the ability to possess different items. When the American man brought the box home, he opened it up, and this is what was inside. Inside the box, there were 2 locked